So personally, what I do is I just remember the acronym SIR, SIR. So it's important to discuss even how to start the conversation when we are giving the feedback. That is important. Just be never like you're just going to someone and you're like, okay, you know what? I do not like this thing of you. Just never do that. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So you know what, recently I was listening to one of the podcasts. That podcast was with Simon Sinek, and I just really loved the point he made. He said the problem with younger generation, that is Generation Z, is that they do not know how to give and receive feedback. And another point he made was they did not know how to have crucial conversations. After listening to this, I decided to make a video on how to give and receive feedbacks, because I feel that is one of the crucial points in our day-to-day lives. Because wherever we are, in workplace, in colleges, we should know how to give and receive feedbacks in the right way. So let's see. Okay, so let's discuss how to give and receive feedbacks. So in first portion, we are going to go in depth how to give feedbacks, because that is very important. And in the later part, in some time, we'll discuss what is the right way to receive the feedback. Before even jumping onto the topic, it's important to discuss even how to start the conversation when we are giving the feedback. That is important. So personally, what I feel is I'll just shoot a text to someone, do you have some time? I just want to go over something very important. Because then when both the parties are meeting, they are in the right mindset. Okay, something is coming, something important is coming. So just be never like you're just going to someone and you're like, okay, you know what, I do not like this thing of you. Just never do that. Okay. And another way how I approach while giving the feedback is, if the setting is something smooth, if that is my friend or that is my colleague, I'll just go like, John, I have something important to tell you. Like, I just wanted to ask, how open are you in receiving the feedback? So personally, what I do is I just remember the acronym SIR, SIR. So let's dive deeper into what SIR actually means. So first things first, S means specific situation. It means be very specific about the actions which you haven't liked about someone without even judging their intent. So just point towards the situation, not towards a person. Please avoid statements like you always do such things or you never do what you intend to do, because if you use these statements, you are pointing towards someone's behavior, and that can be perceived as very negative. So take this example. So be very specific. So we are going to be very specific in the actions that we have not liked. For example, John, do you remember the meeting we had on Friday? And when we were discussing about some of the project, you took all the credit of the work which I have done. So in this case, we are being very specific about the situation and what we have not liked, right? That comes to the second initial, that is I. That means impact. It means just tell what impact does that action that you are talking about situation, what impact does that have on you, how you were, how you felt, how it made you feel. So that is important. So taking the same example as we have just took, so when you took the credit, I felt hurt and I felt like I'm being backstabbed. This is the, like, you are literally putting words on what you felt and how you felt. That is impact. And the third acronym stands for result. Now you want to specify how you want other person to be. What is the result? R stands for result. For example, okay, let's complete the whole example. John, do you remember the meeting we had on Friday when you took the whole credit about the work that I have done? And I felt really very hurt because of that. I felt like I'm being backstabbed by someone who is very friendly to me. And but is it possible that we can avoid that from the next time and we can actually give the credit to the person who has done the work? I really appreciate that if we can land up on these agreements. So what we did, we have made clear what we want, how I felt, without even judging the other person. And one very important thing, when you are giving feedback, just your intention is not to demean other person, right? Our intention is not to hurt other person. Our intention is just to tell them, okay, this is where I felt this, please do not do that. from next time, right? So we're not hurting that person at all. Okay, and be very careful about one thing: point towards the situation that made you feel hurt, not to the person. That is very important. Because, and then very important point is, after you have given your feedback, follow through. It means you have to be consistently checking on whether that person is being accountable to your feedback or not, whether the person is following through or not. Although if the person is following through, well and good, appreciate the other person. John, you're doing great. I really loved that you have taken that constructive feedback so positively. Appreciate others. But if someone is not taking the feedback that you have given it positively, it's time for second feedback. Now let's discuss what is the right way to receive the feedback. So first of all, be very appreciative. If anyone is coming to you for giving feedback, first of all, appreciate that, because giving feedback takes a lot of courage. Many of the people will avoid giving you feedback and they will just let you suffer. Okay, I will not never even talk to him again or talk to them again. So if someone is coming to you for feedback, just be very open to receiving feedback. Second thing, just do not become defensive at all. What we say whenever someone is coming to like give us any of the feedback, we become defensive. You know what, I didn't meant that, actually I meant this. Just do not defend yourself. You already hurt somebody, okay? So, or you did something wrong, so that's the reason someone is coming to you. So if someone is giving the right feedback, accept it and just be appreciative, be grateful to them. Okay, I appreciate, I'll just take care of it next time. Explaining and justifying your actions is not the right way to receive the feedback. So that were the 2 points how to give and receive feedbacks. And I'll be back with another video on how to have crucial conversation on your jobs, in your classes and whatnot. So for that, you have to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn such skills along the way. So if you have liked this video, press the thumbs up button, because it helps with the YouTube algorithm, right? So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Stay tuned until then.